Medical Director here at Cryo and Contour and your friend in medicine. I'm here to provide you with information that can help you to stay healthy and propel you towards a healthy life. Today's topic is about exercise safety, and we have 5 good things to share with you today about being safe and getting the job done, even if you're not such a pro at it. See you soon. We're here to talk about exercise safety, and the 5 things that I want to talk to you about. The first one is about injuries. So if you get injured, hopefully not, but if you get injured, the reason why you should go to the doctor would be if the pain is very severe and it's not letting up. So normally with the ankle sprain, for instance, you hurt, right? It hurt pretty bad, and then that pain gradually gets less and less. The cutoff point is 2 weeks. If you've been hurting for 2 weeks, you need to see a doctor if that's not improving. So initially, if it's prior to 2 weeks, you hurt yourself exercising, you want to rest it, you want to ice it, you want to compress it with ACE wrap so that compression helps with the swelling. You want to elevate it. So even if you're sitting at the table eating dinner and you hurt your knee or your ankle, you want to have that propped up on a chair across from you. So this can help alleviate any further injury. So we all have been in the house recently due to the quarantine. However, some of us have been gaining weight. I should say some of you all have been gaining weight. I've been keeping with my discipline during this time, but if you've been gaining weight through this time, you have been sedentary and not using this time to be strengthening your muscles, then you might need to have the urge to get back out there because you see changes in the mirror with your clothes or that kind of thing. So when you get back out there, some people have been looking on YouTube and other venues about what they should do as far as exercise is concerned. So I have run across several exercise challenges, and I want to warn you against these. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do them at all, but I want you to listen to your body. So these exercise challenges are usually at the level of the person that's doing it or higher, and so you don't know what that level is. And if you take that on and you're not ready, that's when you're going to go back to my number 1. We talked about the injuries. So you can have neck pain from sit-up challenges, or lower back pain from sit-up challenges, or running challenges. So they usually incrementally tell you how much more exercise you should do each day. So if they're telling you and you're following their level of intensity, that might be too much for your ligaments and tendons if you've been resting and relaxing. So you want to listen to your body. If it's too much, then stop. Just do that day, the previous day, over again, even for 2 or 3 consecutive days till you feel like you're able to get to that next level. So the workout challenges are good, but you need to listen to your body when you're trying to get in shape. Number 3, hydration. So it's going to be so important that you hydrate your body, because when you are getting into exercising, the ligaments, the tendons, the muscles, they all need to stretch and do more than what they have been doing, and it's important that you get the proper hydration. So you should talk to your doctor to determine what amount of hydration is right for you. The standard rule of thumb is half of your body weight in ounces of water. However, some people don't have the stamina in their cardiovascular system with their heart to handle that much water, or their kidneys. And so it's important before starting an exercise program that you discuss things with your doctor first. So these videos that I provide are not a replacement for your doctor's recommendation, because everyone is different, everyone is individualized, and so you need to talk to your doctor about starting any exercise, even if it is challenges on the internet, right? Okay, last one. I talked to you earlier about starting up new after you've been away from exercise, and so how long is that away from exercise? So if you have been away from exercise for 2 weeks or more, then you have to start over. So if it goes with lifting weights, if it's walking, if it's running, you don't want to go from the intensity level or the duration that you were when you left off. So if I worked my way up to running 10 miles and I was off from running for 2 weeks, then I can't just go back and do 10 miles and expect to be at that same pace that I was 2 weeks ago. I need to back it down and make sure I'm hydrated, and then see what my body allows me to do before just going right into it where I left off. That can prevent injuries. That is so important. So let's rewind. What have we talked about today? Number one, with an injury, you rest, ice, elevate, compression. So there is an acronym, RICE, rest, ice, compression, elevation. I like to put cryo in there for the C for the therapy, because we at Cryo and Contour do have cryotherapy, full body cryotherapy. So that's something that you need to look into on our website, www.cryoandcontour.com. You can schedule your appointment there. The second thing we talked about was challenges. Don't fall into the challenges at the rate that the person who's giving you the challenges is at. You need to go at your own pace to prevent injury. Thirdly, you want to hydrate. Make sure you are fully hydrated. Talk to your doctor about how much water you should be drinking before you start an exercise routine, as well as are you healthy enough for the exercise routine that you plan on starting. Next is avoiding injuries by taking it back a notch if you've been away from exercise for 2 weeks or more. And the fourth one is if you are a weekend warrior, make sure that you are prepared and making yourself healthy for that next step of exercise. So I would like to introduce you to our free health assessment. So that is either in person or a video conference. You can go to our website, schedule your appointment for a free health assessment. I personally will talk to you through this. It usually takes about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. It's a great investment of your time. I will look forward to seeing you, and make sure you like the YouTube page. Put comments in the comments section, and if you have any questions that you'd like answered, I will research them for you and come up with the answers for you. Thank you so much. You can contact me through the hashtag Cryo and Contour, or also on Facebook and Instagram.